Right. Good evening, lovelies of the interweb. It is Raving with Rua here on Songs from the Rua Room, my YouTube channel. It is Wednesday, the 18th of December, and this is episode 4, if I'm not mistaken. So it's a new little thing here on my YouTube channel, talking with singer-songwriters around the world and music industry professionals. That kind of thing. As always, please remember, if you're watching on YouTube, to hit that subscribe button down there, please, for me, and share this. Maybe if you're watching it live, let your friends know. If you'd like to donate, of course, the old PayPal, the tip jar is open there all the time and is available in the link below there on YouTube. So that is there as well. So how are you all doing? Getting close to Christmas, as you can see. This is not my Christmas tree. I'm in a top secret location. I'm not in Ghent tonight, but yeah, it's nice, huh? I'm in the Christmas spirit already, getting into the Christmas spirit, and so is my guest, the far side there, I believe. I think so. I'm talking tonight with hardcore troubadour, as they call themselves, Martin. Martin is over there in Germany and waiting for us to come in. Martin Praetorius rhymes with notorious, so he says. Let's see if he's online, and we'll have a word with Martin Praetorius. Let's have a little look-see. So I will take that off and put him in and see if he is on the stream. Any sign of you there, Martin? Don't know if he's there yet, but I first met Martin over in Denmark at the now famous songwriting festival, the Copenhagen Songwriter Festival, actually, and that's where I met my next guest. He is, like I said, hardcore troubadour. He's been on the scene a long time. I'm going to give you a flash of his website here. You can get all of his information right there. Look at that. His new album is called Tales from the Fever World. That's his website there. And I assume all of his tour dates are on there, that you get links to his music, stuff like that. And let's see if he's around. I think he is. There he is. He's there. I see you. He's waiting for us there patiently. And I got him to the stream now. There he is. He's after. How are you doing, sir?
Not so bad, not so bad. A glitch in the system, of course.
But it's all right. That's all right. It wouldn't be the same without glitches.
I was hearing you twice, and I thought, Jesus, what the heck is this?
What's going on? And hearing me once is enough, Martin. Hearing me once is enough.
It definitely is. So no, but I have to stream on the YouTube as well. So that was.
Oh yeah, you got to knock that off. Yeah, you got to knock that away because that'll interfere with.
If I could only see what
you can put on your glasses, Martin. Nobody's going to mind. There you go. You're at home now. You're okay. Cheers. First of all, cheers, sir.
Cheers.
I hear you have a little. You have a little tippler there. Go behind yourself.
I have. Sláinte.
How are you keeping?
I'm not too bad. I'm hanging in there.
You are indeed. Are you in Germany now? You could be anywhere in the world now, but you're at home. Where is home?
There's no home. There's really no home at
really?
This point.
You're actually homeless.
I'm kind of homeless. I have a couple of places I can always go to when push comes to shove, and I'm a lucky man because I have great friends that put me up.
I know that feeling. Yes.
In the most beautiful places, So one is my good friend Jakob in Copenhagen. And,
indeed, our good friend Jakob. He's a great man. He's put me up a couple of times too, Jakob. If you're watching, thank you.
He put up any man, and woman.
Don't incriminate him now.
But and there's other friends in the north of Germany, close to the Baltic Sea, which is absolutely beautiful. You just take the bike and 5 minutes you're at you're at the sea. It's great.
Wow, that's beautiful. Yeah, nice up there.
And there's a place in Dublin I can always go to. And
you're just back from Ireland, aren't you?
I'm just back from Ireland, but that was Galway.
Yeah.
And the West Coast, like Clare, which is
Yeah, you were.
I'm
I
probably
saw.
going to end up living there someday.
You might, I'd say. Yeah, you already have a bit of an old Irish accent, and you want to be careful with that now.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you want to be careful with that now, Martin, because it's it does tend to rub off.
it does.
But if I was stalking you there on your Facebook page. I know you were there. I think with Jen. Were you there with Jen Hodge?
I was.
This last time. Yeah,
we were doing a bit of harm there, you know.
I can imagine.
We,
Yes, excuse me.
we were drinking and writing, and we sat in at a couple of sessions and played our songs, and they loved what we were doing. So we'll be back.
Yeah, well, Jen is also great. She's a great person too. This is the correct website for you. Is that right, Martin? Praetorius.net. Yes, I got you.
Fantastic.
Yes, that's it. I know I'm making you read stuff, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
But it looks like it's linked anyway to your website's linked below here anyway. If anybody wants it, I suppose they can get your music from there. Martin, can they get links to different places where your music can be got digitally, maybe? Or do you even know on the website?
I tell you something. I don't. I really only promote that my music is on Bandcamp, because that's reasonable. You know. So
Yes, I know. Yes.
There's Bandcamp.
There's Bandcamp. So bandcamp.com/Martin Praetorius, I suppose.
Martin, I can look it up and send it to you. But
Yeah, I'll do that while you're singing, and I'll put that link up individually.
Yeah.
I will. Absolutely.
But yes, I am on all the infamous streaming services. You know, you can
All the usual
actually,
suspects.
I wouldn't know because I don't use them, and
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
really
kinda the same.
promote them. I just got my Gema, you know, for the year, and for my YouTube.
Yeah.
I think it was 74 cents or something like that.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. You know,
I don't know. Yeah, I know.
The options.
I think all my royalty checks for the foreseeable future have been spent 5-6 years ago in advance.
Oh, yeah.
Like no more than yourself. Listen, I'm going to look up that thing for you now. Will you sing a song while I'm doing that? Is it from the new album or?
No, it's not on any album yet. So this is kind of it's on the web as a video, but it's not been recorded properly yet. So
Marvelous.
It's a song about traveling, and yeah.
What's it called, Martin?
It's called The Traveling Kind.
The Traveling Kind. Take it away. Here's Martin Praetorius.
Done some living, I did some dreaming. I thought that I'd be fine. I met a woman, I made some money, I lost it all down the line. And I never really planned all this. I never really planned all this. It somehow looks like I'm the traveling. And I never really planned all this. I never really planned all this. It somehow looks like I'm the traveling. And they say wisdom comes with the years. I'm running out of time. And how about love, the lasting kind? I'm way past my prime. And I never really planned all this. I never really planned all this. It somehow looks like I'm the traveling. And I never really planned all this. I never really planned all this. It somehow looks like I'm the traveling. lay down in the tall grass, staring to the sun. My back is bent, my heart is broken, hell, I'm not the only one. And I never really planned all this. I never really planned all this. It somehow looks like I'm the traveling. And I never really planned all this. I never really planned all this. So somehow I'm about to lose my. And I never really planned all this. I never really planned all this. It somehow looks like I'm traveling. Kind mind, kind.
Marvelous stuff, sir. Marvelous stuff. Nice one. And that's kind of new, is it?
Well, it's not on the record, but it's a year old. Well, maybe even a year and a half. You know, that's the new songs. You know yourself.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you certainly are the traveling kind. You, everybody knows you as the. You know, they used to know you as the man in the red van. I remember that was your nickname for a long time. Yeah, you got rid of the red van, did you?
No. It's actually it is still there, and it's in negotiation actually with the bank. They don't want to give it to me. You know yourself, the banks. You know.
The banks. No, we won't. Yeah, I know. Yeah, we won't go there. But great song, and
Thanks.
yeah, I love the finger picky thing. You were like myself. You are a big fan of Kaiser Capos.
I am. I am.
And was it you were saying earlier that? Was it through? Did you say it was through me that you got into the? Yeah. It was. Tell us that story. To Copenhagen during the workshop, was it? Yeah.
It was Copenhagen Songwriters Festival, and I met this crazy fella from Ireland, and that was me. And he was promoting these yokes.
I was doing the capo thing. Yeah.
You were doing the capo thing, and I remember now that I instantly liked them, and I also remember that you basically provided me with all of them that were left, you know, with the label.
I did. We had the Kale Lever. So Martin's talking about Kaiser shortcut capos, Kale Lever shortcut capos. So for those who don't know, our good friends over there, kaisermusical.com, they make these capos that leave out certain strings, and this particular one has a lever which, when you push it, engages the string or the strings that are kind of open. So that is the drop D. It's great. That's the drop D K lever there is shown. So they're like a scarce as hen's teeth now, Martin. And you since went on to get a lovely endorsement deal. You were saying with the German branch of Kaiser. I think I have the website here.
Yeah, with the German distribution. That's
musicwine.de. Yeah.
I'd love the name. Music wine. It would be like in English, you know.
Music wine. Yeah, musical wine. Music to our ears.
Yes, and the liquor store of capos.
You were saying you were the first to get one of those lovely new capos as well, and I'm jealous of that. Show me that.
Oh yeah.
What's that? The sunburst.
That's the sunburst, you know.
Jealous. Oh, look at that.
Look at that. I mean,
that. Hold on, let me put you on.
Gorgeous.
Let me put you on full screen for that. There. Oh yes, that is. Look at that.
Yes.
Yeah. Kaiser, we love you. I know.
Yeah, we love them. We love them.
I absolutely do.
If they only, I was asking them, you know, would you have some, you know, would you have some left somewhere in storage, you know? And but no, they're all gone, you know. They're all. I don't know what I'm going to do when I'm one of the. I mean, luckily, Kaiser Capos hardly ever break. So
luckily, but now, in fairness to them, in Texas, I think, you know, you being who you are and using them so much, if you did like send them a little letter or send one back, I'm sure they'd have guys there who could fix it up or
They would probably
They'd make
fix
you a
them,
couple,
yes.
they would, or sell you a box of one-offs, you know. They're really good like that. I love working with Kaiser because if anything does happen, there's a lifetime guarantee on them anyway.
Yes,
So
yes.
if, you know, if anything breaks or the spring goes, which can happen sometimes, it just automatically, just suddenly the spring will snap.
Yeah.
Rarely happens. It rarely happens. But when it does, you send it back and you'll have a new one as soon as they can possibly
They do
send
that.
it. You know, that's your Bandcamp. I found your Bandcamp
Great.
site. So martinpretorius.bandcamp.com, and that's where you're going to, you'll get Martinified on there. Everything is there. You have how many albums on there, Martin? Do you know? Do you remember?
No, well, there's 2 albums on it, 2 full albums, and there's a couple of extra songs. There's a Christmas song on it, which is quite
there?
nice. Yes. I have a
Are you going to
Christmas
sing that tonight? No, or are you
No, I'm
not
not
really.
going to sing.
No,
it
you're not
because,
going to sing it.
I know you put up the Christmas tree in the back,
Especially
but,
for you.
yeah, but anybody who wants to watch that on playback in the summer, you would go like Christmas song. No,
Christmas.
No,
No,
I'm not
exactly.
going to do
No. Don't
I'm
do
not going to
that.
do the Christmas song, but I probably what I'm going to do tonight is, if anybody's listening and anybody's seeing this, what I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to put this up on Bandcamp for free, so it'll be a free download tonight until Christmas.
Oh, that song.
That song, the Christmas song. It's nice.
Very nice of you.
It's
That's really nice of you.
I recorded that with a bunch of friends, you know. And,
Those of you who don't know Bandcamp, sorry to talk over you.
Yeah.
Those of you who don't know Bandcamp, folks, it's a wonderful site for musicians, in the sense that you actually have to pay for the music, number one, but you can actually pay what you want. So whether you're, no matter who's on Bandcamp, you go on there, you go onto Martin's site, and you can buy his album, or you'll get a special rate for 2 albums or 3 albums. And you can also throw in a bit more money. They ask you at the end of the checkout, which I love, pay what you want. So you can actually, sometimes I've put up a single there and people will throw me a tenner instead of €1 for the song.
True.
I love that. What I also love about Bandcamp is that you can buy your albums and email them to other people. You can send it as a present. So it's ideal for Christmas.
yes, you can. Yeah.
I love that about Bandcamp too. So that's
And
really...
you can also what I think. I mean, and a lot of people don't really think about it, but me having grown up in the 80s with analog and studios and all that stuff, you can actually choose the format, so you don't have to get away with that cheap MP3 format. You can actually get lossless format, so it's like a CD. The quality.
That's brilliant.
Is really good, and you can choose that. So. Yeah,
That's really
for all
great.
you audio geeks,
Oh, the audio geeks, indeed.
Yes, that's
Is there anybody on the chat there, folks? Anybody who wants to come in on, I believe it's streaming also to the Facebook page and to YouTube. So if you're on the chat, come say hi. If you have questions for Martin or indeed me, or you just want to say hello, please drop in there onto the chat and, say hi, leave a comment. That's what we like. Martin, have you another song lined up for us?
I'm just.
You're thinking there.
I'm not thinking.
I wanted to ask you as well before I forget,
actually thinking,
which part of Germany were you actually from? Born, went to school in?
I'm originally from an area called the Ruhr area or Ruhrgebiet, a town called Essen, which would actually translate into eat.
You're always Essen, always eating.
Always Essen. Les immer Essen. There was a band actually.
Les immer Essen.
Les immer Essen.
Yeah, I know Essen.
They weren't from the home. Have you been there?
I have, yeah, a long time ago.
Jesus.
I have, yeah.
Glad they let you out, man.
You escaped.
Yeah, you have to tune this.
Yeah, tune. Go ahead. Do your thing. I'm just looking for some comments here on the actual stream. We're talking to Martin Praetorius over in Germany. Those of you who just joined us, feel free to share this little stream either now or later on. We can watch this back, of course. Streaming to my YouTube channel, Songs from the Ruhr Room, and directly also to my Facebook page, The Ruhr Room. You'll find all those there on theruhrroom.com if you are interested in that.
I wonder if this goes well. I bought this harmonica. I bought it new, and it's kind of.
Oh, did you? Was
totally
it Steve Earle who said that you can really tell that a harmonica holder was invented by a blind person? I think it was.
And actually, usually I'm actually using the ones that Steve uses, because I saw him play years, like 25 years
The
ago.
harmonicas, you mean, or the
The holders. But I forgot it. I forgot it in Ireland, so it's there. So I had to get a new one. And
okay, what is it? A particular brand?
I'm not. I don't know what it's a very simple thing, just out of I don't know, any kind of. It's not as fancy as this one, you know. It's kind of, it looks cheap,
Yeah,
but it's
really good.
It's styled differently, and it works.
Ah.
You know, it goes. The angle is different, so you can, and it's a lot lighter, and it actually is a lot narrower, so you don't look like you have, you know, this whole rack here. There's a bit much.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, so it's a little bit more discreet, maybe. What are you going to sing for us, Chief?
I'm going to sing a song I wrote with a good friend from Gothenburg, in Sweden. Her name is Sofia Ekberg, and
Great songwriter.
She's lovely. She's a great songwriter, great woman, and we've been wanting to write for years. You know, we always met in Copenhagen in the summer, you know, but it was either her coming in the city and me going out, or the other way around.
Ships in the night, yeah.
Yeah. So one year we actually found out that we both will be playing the Arctic Sounds Festival in Sisimiut, which is Greenland.
Wow.
We were both invited, and the only connection to Greenland from here is to Copenhagen. So we met at the airport, you know, and delighted, you know, that, you know, we knew we were going to write together because we were going on a retreat as well, and so delighted, you know. I had a bit of time, went for a coffee. Sorry, I just have to.
Yeah, go ahead.
We went for a coffee, and I got a, you know, regular, simple man, but Sophia got a latte, and they put this lovely heart into this thick white milk foam, you know, and and Sophia took the plastic lid and slammed it on the cup, and I look at her and I say, Sophia, you just put a lid on your heart.
And the song just wrote itself.
And she basically looked back at her coffee, looked at me again and said, you got to put a lid on your heart sometimes.
Very good, Sophia.
And that's where the song kind of started.
Love it.
We wrote it a couple of days later in beautiful sunshine and minus 19 degrees.
Minus 19 and sunny.
In the shade.
Lovely story, Martin.
And that's a song called Anyway. On the record, yeah. I can't remember what love is like. This place has changed, and it's funny how time flies. Fading memories of you and I. Gotta put a lid on your heart. Sometimes my bag is packed and I'm on my way. I've been trying so hard to keep the blues at bay. Don't know the reason why you never stay. There's gotta be a place for my heart someday, anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. Mind is calm, facing the storm. Anywhere but here. Here on the road I see it all so clear. All my longing, my regrets and my dark fears. Itching loneliness is hard to bear. There's gotta be a place for my heart somewhere, anywhere but here. Anywhere but here. Man is calm, facing a storm, anywhere but here. And from dark night into twilight, things don't seem so real. I I open my eyes, see the sunrise, I'm behind the wheel. Anywhere but here, anywhere but here. A man is calm, facing a storm. Anywhere but here, anywhere but here, anywhere but here. A man is calm, facing a storm, anywhere but here. Can't remember what love is like. You gotta put a lid on your heart sometimes.
Martin Praetorius, folks, written with Sophia Ekberg. Beautiful song.
Oh, wait.
Beautiful song, both of you. Lovely, lovely job.
Sorry, didn't get that.
That's all right. I said great song. You're getting unyoked there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a beautiful song, and written by yourself and Sophia.
What a great experience, you know, to write.
I can imagine. I'm going to try and have a little chat with our friend Brett Perkins as well on this thing, and talk to him about those great retreats that he runs. I don't know if Brett is watching now, but of course, if he is, Brett, by all means, throw your website there into the chat section. Yeah, I'll throw it up here on the screen. I don't know if you're there or watching.
He'll be there in a second, I promise you.
Oh, he'll be there in a minute. He'll be in like Flynn in a second. Don't you know well? Yeah, but Brett does great retreats, songwriting retreats.
But I do believe it's listeningroomretreats.com.
Okay, great. We'll check that out.
Yeah, check that out.
Listeningroomretreats.com. Yeah,
it's well worth it.
Yes, of course. You know, you have to. Like everything in life, you got to invest a bit, and songwriting is no different, you know. But you get put up in whether it's he does them here, California, Copenhagen, where in Ireland, west of Ireland.
On Inisheer.
Inisheer, thank you, of course, on Inisheer, amazing.
Beautiful. I've been there myself 3 times.
Yeah.
It's a magical place. Absolutely.
And basically, you go there and you get paired off with songwriters, people you've never met before, but who are all sort of all great songwriters, and then you co-write, or you at least try and co-write with somebody. And I only did one. I did a Copenhagen one. I had a great experience. I wrote with Annika Failing and Klaus Caprani,
the Queen, Annika,
the Queen of Gotland. Yeah.
How are you, Annika? Do you see us? No, she's not there.
Earth calling Annika. Come in, Annika. I'm going to try something here. And like I said, I'm not sure if it'll work, but it'll be the first time. I was talking to you earlier about your great official video, and I assume it's a song from Tales from the Fever World. So will I. Tell us about that song.
There it
is.
That's the record.
Bit closer. We have a look at that there. I'll just put it on full screen as well. We'll have a look at that. Tales from the Fever World. There it is. Beautiful album art too. Tell me a bit about the album art and the song itself.
Well, the album, it's been an album I always wanted to make. I wanted to gather my good friends, in the studio in one big recording room.
Yes.
And there was no rehearsal before that, and there were basically
really. And that's how you did it. Did you put everyone in the room and record it that way?
We just put everyone in the room. I played them the song. I told them the story that belonged to the song. Yeah. And while I was doing that, they were kind of, writing things down, which I have no knowledge whatsoever.
From me, yeah.
But they were writing things down, and once I was finished, we basically started tracking, and played everything live, really.
Amazing. There must be some musician. Was that in Copenhagen or where
No,
was
no, that was back home in my old studio, which is now run by my ex-partner and by Marcus Cutton, Kastenvrede. They are running the Tresor Studios in Oberhausen,
Oberhausen.
Germany, which is in the Ruhrgebiet, so in the Ruhr area.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful studio with a big analog board.
Wow.
And a massive recording room.
I was going to say, it sounds like it. It must be. If
Yes.
you put a full band in there and you all played,
Yeah.
No, but did you all play in the one room or were you isolated?
No. We all
did.
played we basically all played in the one room. We just put the Hammond organ, like the Leslie cabinet, we just put into an extra room because he was driving the bejesus out of it.
He was.
But you can hear it, it's great. But
Fantastic sounding album, absolutely is.
They're all great players and all great friends, So it was a pleasure to have them all on board, and I hope I can do that again someday, But for the next album, I don't have any budget. But this one, you know yourself, you blow.
I know what it's like.
You blow your life insurance for it, and I literally did.
You literally did, yeah.
So it's an album I'm proud of.
You should be well happy with that now. You must be proud of that. You must be happy with that.
I am. Yeah. My first. It's funny. I mean, you say that after gigging for 40 years next year. I've been gigging for 40 years.
Have you really?
And this is my first proper video.
Is it really in that long time?
It is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of I'm still excited about it.
Good.
And I'm excited because it turned out so well. I like watching it.
Yeah,
myself.
it really did turn out really
I always wonder who's that guy there, and I could have done that better.
Yeah, we're always a bit critical about what we do ourselves. It's hard to watch it back.
Yeah.
Even this one, we're watching it back, or when you're listening back to a record, people don't understand that
won't.
sometimes. I can't either. I find it difficult. Yeah, we listen to it for so much time prior to releasing it that by the time the day comes, the excitement is gone.
Yeah, and if I listen to that, I go, oh Jesus.
I know.
Oh well,
Are you going back to Ireland for Christmas? Is that what you told me that earlier? That you might be heading back.
I might.
Yeah, I might. He's not giving too much away here, folks. He's playing his cards close to his chest. Make no promises.
No,
we can't make so many promises. Have you a song lined up there? You have.
I have a song lined up, and since we've been talking about Jen, I met her, like Jen Hatch from California. I met her in 2014 on Inisheer. One of those lucky encounters, you meet someone and there's mutual understanding, and so ever since that year we've been writing together. We came back to the island in 2018. We met in Clare just a couple of weeks ago and played a couple of sessions. And there's something in the pipeline. Maybe if you invite the two of us back here, we'll tell you a little bit about Transatlantic Trails, which
I'd love that.
Which is the duo that's actually that Jen and I have, and we're going to play a show in Berlin on December the 30th, and we're gonna celebrate the New Year together, and then we go back to the Baltic Sea in the north of Germany and to that little barn, and we're going to record demos there for an upcoming album together.
Great.
So
I'd love to have Jen back.
Oh yeah.
And to talk with the three of us. Jen is still living in America.
She's living in America. She's traveling
just touring like yourself all over the place.
Yeah, and she's also I mean, she's doing the sensible thing, She has a job she likes, and she's successful, so she's going all the
going on.
She's been in Costa Rica lately, and Ecuador, and
Colombia,
and
wow.
I lost track of where she's been since we met like 7 weeks ago in Ireland, But yeah, luckily she's coming back to Berlin for a couple of days, and so
what's the date and where is that gig? Can you remember? On the 30th?
Oh, that gig is in it's a place called Klangholz in the Zitadelle Spandau, and it's on December the 30th at 7:30, I think.
Grand. Well, that'll be on your Facebook and maybe on your soon to be
that'll be on my
updated
Facebook,
website.
Yes.
And your soon to be updated website.
And my
All right,
soon to
Martin.
be updated.
That's
website.
right, Martin. I have a comment here for us. Christina in Suzanne Christensen. Hi, Suzanne. Nice thanks for joining. Susanna, I'm sorry. Yes.
Good to see you.
She's in, but she said apparently there was no sound on the video. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's true, but we'll know on the playback. If there isn't, I'll just chop it out. I wasn't sure. That was an experiment to see. Hello, sound is off. She thinks it's out. I don't know. She heard background
beautiful
stuff,
pictures.
but the pictures were great.
Yeah.
But thank you for letting us know, Susanna, because obviously I'm just throwing stuff up here, hoping for the best. I'm kind of new to this as well. This is number 4 of what I hope to be 400. But it's good to get the feedback anyway, and to know that if anybody else has seen the video, and let me know please in the comments if there was sound or wasn't. As I said, I'm a bit new to this particular platform. This is which is called StreamYard, by the way. The links are below if anybody would like to check that out. So I'll stop talking now and let you talk about this song, Martin, and let us know what it's about.
What it's about, you know. I hope the song. You always hope the song speaks for itself, but it was written in a time, and these times are unfortunately going on, which are not the happiest.
Indeed.
So it's a song called January. If I could remember the first line now, I'd be happy.
Is that the whiskey talking?
That's the first. That's what I call the first line syndrome. You know.
Yeah, I have it myself. I understand. But I'll leave you to it. Yeah. Look, there's a gun.
I'll try again. Jen, are you there? Can you send me the first line?
Jakob says that he didn't get sound either on the video. Jakob, if you know the line of the first line of this song, will you send it through there? Thanks very much.
It's on the wait, I have to look it up. Wait,
look it up. We were just talking. Jakob Svensson is tuned in there from Copenhagen. Hello, Jakob. Welcome.
See,
we're trying to remember the.
And the minute you're trying to actually, it's coming back.
Yeah, I know. It's
so,
like.
Yeah. Like first line syndrome. We all suffer from that.
Absolutely, sir. Take 2.
As winter slowly creeping across the land, I think it's gonna linger more than 100 days. But maybe time to stock the pantry shelves with food and human kindness and other useful things. Once were friendly faces are now gazes turning colder, can't be melted with a smile. I'm turning up my collar to brace against the weather and the bitterness of it all. January, you've never been a friend of mine. I always thought the darkest time of year hasn't arrived until you're here. January, your Christmas lights are fading fast. A blacker cloud has come to cast its shadow on the times we're living in. All I wanna do is hunker down, go into hibernation, wait for spring to come. Forget the frozen driveway, bundle up, scrape the hoarfrost of the windshield. It's not a time to hide. And scattered across the countryside, the signal fires are burning, calling out kindred souls. Face the whipping wind, make sure that no one is forgotten. We are many, we're not alone. January, you've never been a friend of mine. I always thought the darkest time of year hasn't arrived until you're here. January, the Christmas lights are fading fast. A blacker cloud has come to cast its shadow on the times we're living in. We need light in these times we're living in. We need light in these times we're living in.
We need light in these times we're living in. Yeah. Dark times, some would say.
Yeah, you might say so.
That's a lovely song.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks,
a great,
thanks.
lovely song, sir. When did you, was that a recent song or?
I tell you, when the original idea to the song came on the morning after the 20th of January 2017, when I was playing a gig the night before in a place called Nienburg an der Weser. Lovely place, lovely gig. And I had a hotel, and next morning I walked down the stairs to the breakfast room, basically, and they had, you know, as they do in like in old German pubs, you know, they put the paper into like two pieces of, you know, wood and just fix them, you know, so you can actually read the paper without, you know, making a mess of it. You know? So that was hanging on the wall with the headline of the day, which was America First, America First, America First. That was the day after the inauguration, and those lines just came to me, you know.
Very nice.
You never, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
So I wasn't really sure, you know, what I wrote the chorus that day, and all the melody and all the words, you know, and I wanted to say something, but I felt like me being a German, it wasn't right for me to jump in on that, like, really. So I asked Jen, would she finish the song with me? You know, would we find something, you know, that would, you know, relate to the times and without being too specific, but it's yeah. So that's what we came up with.
Yeah, good job, both of you. Again,
Thanks.
What was I was going to say? Are you a fan of the Christmas period in January, or not so much?
But that's what it says, you know. What I really like about Christmas, and that's what my Christmas song is about, is the lights. I love the lights, and that's, you know, everybody says November is the darkest month of the year, but for me it's the time after Christmas, you know, when they tear down all the lights and suddenly there's complete darkness in all the streets, you know. That's where the line comes over me, you know. Christmas lights are fading fast. A blacker crowd is coming to cast its shadow.
Indeed, a lovely metaphor for as you said, for the times we live in as well. Yeah.
And so I like the lights. I'm not a religious man.
No, but there's a coziness to them.
It's the coziness, you know. That's love, you know. But in our family, you know, we don't do presents, but we haven't been doing them for the past like 30 years or so.
Yeah, I know.
And since we've done that, you know, everything is just so much more relaxed. You know, we get together for a lovely meal, you know, and talk, you know. And
that's more important than anything, Martin.
That's what it's all about, you know. That's what I love.
Me too.
Yeah, so
I won't be home in Ireland this Christmas myself, but but I'll still be surrounded by
nothing like Christmas in Ireland.
No, that's true too.
It is
true too. It's a whole different world, eh?
I remember my first Christmas in Ireland. I'm flying in on the 26th of December, 1996.
Wow, do you?
And yeah, and that was
Specifically for a gig, or just
well,
personal stuff? Yeah, holiday.
personal stuff, and of course we ended up being on a busman's holiday. We ended up playing because my friend Ronan Leonard, he's a great songwriter from Ireland. If you hear us, Ronan, hi, how you doing? I still owe you a visit because I had to change my plans in October when I was there for reasons he knows. So, but yeah, I came to visit him, and he was gigging all the time. So I was gigging with him, and Marcus was there too, like my ex-partner from the studio. So we ended up on our first night in Ireland. We ended up in the pub playing after hours, and we almost got our names taken.
As you do, yeah.
As you would in those days, And I remember the day after we went to have lunch in the clubhouse of the golf course in Delvin, and we were greeted by the senator of the constituency with the words, the German lads, your fame precedes you.
Oh, no. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You can just imagine the crack now. Yeah, I can just imagine the crack. Yeah. Tell me about your, for the guitar geeks, tell me about your Maton guitar. Give me a brief history of that.
A brief history of my Maton guitar.
Yeah. How long have you got it? Where'd you get it?
It's it's got a bit of a story to it because it's the second one of this particular make, and I had one of the same make. It's an EM325C, which they don't build anymore, but I had one with a lovely bunya top, which is kind of an Australian wood. It looked lovely, but there was something wrong with it. I could never really get it in tune, and I was struggling for 2 years, and I had it, looked after by my luthier, and he said, the measurements are all right, but there's something wrong with that guitar. We don't know. And we finally basically talked to Maton and gave it to a guy in Hamburg, and he looked it up and said, I can't tell you what it is, but there's something wrong with the guitar. We're going to send it back, and they're going to send you a new one. And they did after 2 years. Maton sent me this guitar. It came in a cardboard box from the factory in Australia. It was in tune.
Wow.
It was in tune and has been ever since. So that's 15 years ago. This is I always, I was always dreaming about like one of these vintage guitars, and eventually I found out, that I made my own vintage guitar by playing this for 15 years.
So great that you have a rare one as well. That you have one that's
Well, it's not really rare, because that was the second cheapest model they made in the days. It's just been preceded by another model.
So they stopped making that particular model.
They stopped making that particular model, but there's another model out, but it's a wonderful guitar, and yourself, when you play guitar for 15 years, you know exactly what it does, and I'm not.
It opens up.
Yes. I'm not a nifty guitar player. I'm just backing up my songs, but
I know.
I know what it does, and it sounds great, and it's and I love.
Once it feels right,
it feels right. It's got a great pickup. Everybody says,
they have indeed.
What's that guitar? I was playing the Paradiso in Amsterdam years ago, and there was a guy after the show, and he just stormed at me and said, "What's that guitar? What are you using for? What strings? What pickup? What amplifier?" Yeah. And I go, "That's a Maton guitar, That's what it sounds like." Turns out your man was Jim Dunlop.
Oh wow, the Jim Dunlop.
The Jim Dunlop. Yeah.
Wow, that's a.
He was absolutely,
astounded.
By this, totally, and that's but it basically really happens at every gig I play. People come to me and say, "What's that guitar?"
Very natural and warm and big, yeah.
Yeah, and and the funny thing is, it's not really popular. Even I mean, there's guys like Chrissy Moore actually recently, is playing Chrissy and Luca. Look, they're both playing Maton guitars.
I saw that they had
Tommy Emmanuel. He's a wizard on the guitar. But all the shops in Germany, they basically took it out of the line because they're not selling it. I don't know why. I think they're beautiful guitars. I wish I could. I wish I'd had a second one. This one is wearing out now. And I had the frets made 4 times, and every time you make, you replace the frets, you have to kind of, have to do things to the fretboard. So this fretboard is getting thin. So next time possibly I'll put steel frets in, so they last a little longer.
Oh,
I bang on the guitar quite
you do
hard.
a hard hitter sometimes. Yeah.
No,
we don't we don't treat them gently sometimes.
No. But
they have to be able to. It's well able to take that.
Yeah.
It
totally.
sure is. I was going to suggest, and you don't have to do it, but because I don't think we had sound on the video, I wonder should you sing "And So Will I" live? Just because I may have to edit out the video section.
I was
so why don't you do that?
Thinking the same, because it's another great chance for me to, to use one of those, which is
indeed,
which is the blue one,
our friends at Kaiser Musical will be very happy to see a shortcut K lever capo, as scarce as hen's teeth, as we say.
Yes. And what it does, really, it turns an ordinary tuned guitar into a DAT-GAT tuned guitar. With one push of the button, really, but not really, because you can still, and that's, I'm lazy, DAT-GAT, I love the tuning, but I just never could get around learning it. So putting that on and still be able to use your normal chords and creating sounds that haven't been there before.
Yeah, it gives a lovely, beautiful coloration to basic chords like A minor, E minor.
Yeah. Totally.
But allowing you to use some DAT-GAT stuff on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th strings, and I think it's great. What an invention! And not invented by Kaiser, but developed into these great capos.
They're unbreakable. They're
indestructible.
They are.
So you're going to give this song a go. Is this "And So Will I"?
Yes, it is. Felt just like an endless summer. I got lost in your embrace. September came with different colors. I love those freckles on your face. And time has wings, and it flies right by, and hearts will break, and so will I. Don't know what made me lose my caution. It must have been the August wind. Your silhouette against the evening sky, sun into moon and round again. Time has wings, and it flies right by, and hearts will break, and so will I. Ma, 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 ma. Oh, 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 ma, 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 ma. Oh, 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 ma, 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 ma. Oh, oh. I trace your trail around this city, trying so hard to break your spell. I scream your name in empty hallways, and throw my luck into the wishing well. I throw my luck into the wishing well. I throw my luck into the wishing well. 'Cause love ties strings and it makes you cry, but hearts will mend, and so will I. Time has wings, and it flies right by, and hearts will mend, and so will I. So will I. So will I. So will I.
Another great one. That's Martin Praetorius, folks, and so will I. Martin's YouTube channel is listed down in the links below, and you can get the official video for that song on there as well. So, who produced that video again, Martin, for you?
Alexander Zugac from Latvia, living in Copenhagen. Great guy.
Great job he did. Great job. So check out the official video of that song. It's called And So Will I, and that's on Martin's YouTube channel down below. I suppose we better wrap it up and say goodnight. And I just want to wish you a happy Christmas, happy New Year, Martin.
Yes.
Happy everything. You have, thank
Yeah.
you. It was lovely to spend this hour with you, chatting and hearing those great songs.
I enjoyed that.
It was good fun. It was good fun.
Yeah.
And we'll have to do it again. Maybe we'll pull in Jacob and we'll pull in Jen Hadge. Jen was watching. She sent up a comment there. Sounding good, man. Got to go up to a meeting now, but thanks for tuning in, Jen. I have yet to meet her in person, but
You never did. That's a funny thing.
It's funny
'Cause
thing.
I know there was a box of capos, you know.
We did the capo thing.
owners.
There was a shipment of merch that took that. There was a kind of a delivery that took place in Galway one time.
Yeah,
but
true.
I was only the middleman. But thanks for tuning in, Jen, and lovely to hear your
see you in a
co-written
couple of
songs
days.
as well.
Yeah.
You're meeting up soon, so yeah. Thanks very much, Jen, for the comment. Yes, happy Christmas, happy New Year, happy everything, Martin, and
Yes,
we will do
yeah.
this again. Maybe pull in a couple of chatters. We might pull in Jakob and Jen for a chin wag soon, and we'll
Great
do all
idea.
that. Have you you're working on a new record or stuff happening in the new year?
I'm gonna be putting out a record pretty soon, which is gonna be quite different from the last two. There's two albums, you know. I forgot about that. There's
Let us know the
another
name of the two
that's-
of them.
It's called Affairs of the Heart, and the other one's Tales from the Fever World.
Fever World.
And you can get them both on, you know, Bandcamp, all the other streaming services. But
Sure
they're
you can.
both band albums. But the next one, you know, is basically going to be me and my guitar and a few bits and pieces here and there, you know. And I'm going to self-produce
Nice and
it
organic.
yeah, totally kind of, you know, what I do live, and because there's no budget, you know, that's what happened these days. But I believe in putting out records, you know. I don't believe in putting out, you know, a song at a time, you know. It's I'm old school, you know. I don't
Yes,
care.
indeed.
I don't care what people say. I'm just going to do it, you know.
Put them out there, mate. Yes, CDs or no CDs, put them out there, because that's what, as you said, that's what we do, and that's it's an old school thing.
Exactly.
But thanks very much. Keep up the good work. I hope to see
you.
you soon in the new year.
Yes, yes, but there's still we tried, you know, I try to be on the RWR room like for how many times?
I know,
now?
we tried it a few times, but that's going to happen. We're going to make
That's
that
going to
happen.
happen next year. We're going to make that.
We're
happen.
going to make that happen. That's our New Year's resolution, Martin.
Yes, all right then.
Yeah,
Thanks
it
for
is.
having me.
You're
Thanks for
very
having me.
welcome, folks. That was Martin Pretorius. Take care of yourself, and
you.
and
Thank
see
you
you
very
down the
much.
road, sir.
Bye-bye. Yes, indeed. Bye-bye. Good luck.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Raving with Rua here, episode number 4. We're back again in 2 days' time, Friday night, I believe, around the same time. Richie Ross from Ireland is my next guest, and he's somewhere in the world as well. I'm not too sure where. Richie Ross here on Raving with Rua on this Friday. That'll be the 20th, I believe. So thanks again, once again, to Martin Praetorius. Check out his links below. All of his music is there, his website. And I will see you at the next Raving with Rua. Thanks very much. Good night.